4-ish maybe.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the K-Series Kyle YouTube channel, and today we're going to be doing another video on working on this turbo Civic, trying to wrap all the stuff up on the list. Me, Brennan, and Austin have all been working diligently but very slowly on this car today because he's been knocking out other cars for actual customers. So what I've got done today is we've gone ahead and gotten bolts inside the intercooler. That is final mounted. If we walk around the car, I have fully gutted I haven't gutted the carpet yet, but I've gutted a whole lot of stuff out of the car, gotten everything cleaned out, got some amplifiers out, and now went ahead and accessed the fuel pump. So we're gonna go ahead and throw a 450 in there. But what we're going to be working on today is pivoting this car, jacking it up on the back, pivoting it around to get it on this lift. So I've got some Megan Racing camber arms for the rear, and then we're gonna go ahead and if y'all didn't know, this car has KW variant 3 coilovers all over it. So we're gonna go ahead and raise the back up enough to fit the 245 RPF ones, which are already on the front. Then we're gonna raise the front up so it doesn't scrape anymore. So we got the car pivoted around from its location of placement for like 2 years probably. We're gonna go ahead and get some wheels and tires off, me and Brennan here, and we're gonna go ahead and show you guys how to adjust the KW variant 3 coils, hopefully, and get the Megan Racing camber arms on. So as far as KW variant 3s go, on the fronts, they're super simple. All you have to do is pull off this set screw right here, and then it comes with an adjustment tool in the package to adjust, and we're gonna pull the spring up some. So we went 3 full turns around to see how much that raises the suspension. And as you can see, Brennan is knocking this one out over here and just slowly getting it to exactly 3 full turns around. So hopefully that raises the front up enough to where we don't have any scraping issues. Actually, you can probably see it. Yeah, you can see it on the tire. I mean, I probably put like 1 drive on these coilovers before we went with the whole turbo setup, built motor. They've definitely been broken in from the car sitting so long. Now they haven't been driven on hard because it literally took 1 drive and that's about it on it, and it already did that to the tires. So we raised them up 3. We're gonna see what that does, and then we'll start going to the back side, and those guys are gonna need to be raised up a lot. Okay, so we've brought the suspension up 3 full turns, and you could see that it maybe moved about a 1/4 inch or so. Now when you have the wheel turned, it starts to get a little bit too close still, so we're gonna go up 3 more turns and see what happens, because we're trying to get best fitment and look while also functionality. So a way to actually adjust each side equally is by counting the actual threads on the actual coilover itself. So what we've counted is 30 exactly on each side, and we're gonna see what that does for us right now. It is the moment of truth. Let's see what happens. Ooh, oh, I think that'll be pretty good actually. That looks like it's got plenty of room now.
Oh yeah.
And it may settle just a little bit more. But yeah, give that wheel a turn a little bit. Oh, it's beautiful. It should be perfect, I think. If we go on this way, let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, it's perfect. I don't think that'll ever scrape. And under full acceleration, this car will never be in a corner anyways. So it's just like highway riding and stuff like that, and bumps that we're trying to stop. But yeah, I think, yeah, that gives me 1 perfect finger underneath. So I think that should be good. So you can kind of feel where it's scraping before. So coming up onto the back side, the suspension on the back's actually literally as low as it can go because I wanted to see how low it would sit. So we're gonna spend a whole lot of time probably adjusting this because we're having some issue with the actual threaded part on the suspension, which is actually spinning with the adjustment. And then once we hopefully get those, we'll try to do the camber arms. Those are just 3 bolts, and they are super simple to get off. Now the adjustable ones are a little more complicated to get on. Okay, so we went ahead and pulled the springs out of the back side and adjusted the suspension all the way up. But we got these new Megan Racing camber arms that are going to be fantastic. I already have them on the Panda Bear, the other Civic, so we kind of know what we're doing here. So hopefully, we're gonna just hope for the best. Everything goes well with these guys. Hammers are the most dangerous of tools.
I fucked myself up with an angle grinder once.
Oh yeah, it happens. Oh, with an angle grinder. I've never actually done that. But as we can see here, it's not your typical Integra because there's a rear diff in it now. We just went ahead and put that in, which is I guess kind of a special thing.
This is all stock.
No, I know, but like the second all-wheel drive Integra ever.
No, they come from factory like this.
Oh.
I bought it, it's special order.
Yeah.
You just have to do some slight modifications.
Slight modifications.
Like drill your chassis.
Okay. And maybe also cut your entire chassis right there.
I didn't do that, man. That's factory. Factory stuff, bro.
Factory stuff.
Yeah,
Oh, your drill died.
that's a tragedy. Yeah.
That is a tragedy. So, do these cars also come with 800 horsepower and a K-Series in them?
Yeah. You didn't know?
From the factory?
Factory.
Wow. With a big precision? I didn't know Hondas were built with precisions on them.
Factory 62 mil, this has 64. So a slight upgrade.
Oh, slight upgrade, okay.
Yeah.
Clearly, on the exhaust side, it's slightly more difficult because you have an exhaust there. Oh, look, a light, finally. But as you can see up under here, you really don't have any room. We could have done it with a spring out already, but we chose to do it the hard way. Is she almost out? Is it? Oh, maybe I can get it. Yeah, there we go. So, as you can see here, we have our camber arm almost butted up to it. We still have to do some adjustment on it. And I got the shock bolt kind of in. It's gonna go all the way in right now. There she goes. So hopefully this solves our suspension issue with being able to fit a 245 on the back, which is the RPF ones I have. So we're gonna find out here in a little while. We gotta go ahead and do the other side camber arm, and I'll get back with you. Is that still OEM, bro?
No, I fucked one of these rivet nuts up. You see how it works?
Oh yeah, I see how it works.
I just fucked it up.
So it's no longer an OEM car?
Well, now, I don't know how to answer that question.
Because I mean, this is all OEM. This whole differential is OEM to all Integras.
It is, exactly.
So now you gotta what, or pull that rivet nut out
Yeah.
somehow? Oh God. Yeah, it looks like it. Especially when you hurt your leg. Yeah, and you get shit in your eyes.
And you got Heineken's?
Shit happens. As we can see here, we got some springs in it. We got these new Megan Racing camber arms. This light's about to die. And on this side, we also have the exact same thing. And the camber will be adjusted on the alignment machine later, so we're just leaving it loose right now. We just want to see if these 245s, how the fitment actually is going to be on them. All right, the actual moment of truth. Now the camber's probably going to be really messed up on the back. It looks super cambered already. All right, let's hope that this rear fitment is perfect. I really hope. What if it's a little high? I don't know. It's definitely high. What about the, hang on, let's pull the e-brake. Let's see what happens if we pull the e-brake on her.
So you roll it back to about the crack in the floor,
Okay.
and then roll it back forward, the suspension will settle.
Okay. We are just knocking off things. We got the right mount on. Camber arms off the list. Lift suspension off the list. Oh damn, we can put it up and tighten the crank bolt. So we got the crank bolt tightened down, and we got to get a belt on her. We need a 1-inch bigger belt before we can do that. But I just wanted to give you guys a little underneath of the car so you can really get a get a good look at this turbo. Ooh, she's going to eat. But yeah, so she's literally almost done. Check 1, 2. So enough for this car today. I'll get back with y'all further on that, but I thought you'd like to see a bunch of things get knocked off the list. As for this car, I will have plenty more footage coming on it. It is going to be, I mean, it was all-wheel drive from factory, but we're actually in the process of converting this car to all-wheel drive, and it's proving to be, so far, one piece is just such a bitch. Yeah. So, a lot to come on this car. You guys will be able to see this car go from a front-wheel drive 800 horsepower Integra to probably an 800 to 1,000 horsepower all-wheel drive Integra over the next however many months that's going to take. Hopefully not too many, because all the parts are already here. Anyways, I'll be catching up with you guys later on this week on some Evo content. Once we get it tuned, I'll have a video coming out for that and introducing that car to the channel, because none of y'all have ever seen it. And then we got Import Showdown coming this weekend, hopefully, if that all works out. Thank you guys for stopping by the K-Series Kyle YouTube channel. I'll catch you tomorrow.